to Kid Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. And Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team from the American, the Temple Owls, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Appalachian State's offense will get the football first. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, David.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. The Owls offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. He'll start this drive going to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and they're still looking for our first points of the game. Got it in the middle. It's Bond. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Change our set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. Finds his big tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Looking down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's Bond. Runs through a tackle. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12. They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Owls come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They're going back to the ground. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third?
And here's the third interception of the night. Trying to take it back. They'll chase him out of bounds after that play, mark it at the 16-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Cheek. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down. Ball is at the 35, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Good timing on the quick out. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Finds the tight end. They run him out of bounds, he gets it to the 47.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kid Brewer Stadium.
The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They send the tight end in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Not really looking to score 3s. It would have been a 50-yard field goal attempt. The offense trying to convert on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down. Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. To the air on first down. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You can tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Punt is on its way. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Takes a hit as he fires.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They've built a cushion, they've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's May. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Owls want to crank the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Church. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. With the catch, it's Church. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to...
There he goes! They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating.
A shot toward the end zone, and it won't make the connection going for the big play.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
And first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looking to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's May. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Owls! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Nice move to pick up yardage. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. The defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's cheap. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. Temple lining up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. He leaves it with the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
That's another Mountaineer.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Losing
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. They'll give it to the back. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Now, if you're really worried about the block, I guess you could think about taking the safety here in the free kick. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't give up a big play and let them get a sideline and then sneak that field goal unit on. Got to make sure I understand where that yard is to get to where they want to kick the field goal.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It is good! David, Jesse, they find a way in the waning seconds to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
What a kick for that young man right there. And you just see the way it energized and galvanized his entire sideline. They've tied it up late. This thing's going to OT, and they look like they are ready to rock.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. Might be changing the route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. 3rd and long now as this defense tries to force another overtime period. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A field goal would win it here, but they must think it's a little too tough, and they'll try to convert on 4th down in overtime. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. The sure hands, it's Coffee. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. 3rd and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Turning it on! He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Owls have moved it inside the 20. They'll run it on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now on 3rd down, and at the very least, trying to get into a little better field goal position. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. So So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. Wants to pass. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. Now this 2-point conversion attempt for the win.
Here we go, here we go. Go. Set up.
Try to march their way in. That's it. That's the ball game. The 2-point try is a winner in OT. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.